Mike's Daily Podcast.
FM episode 2212, 2212. My name is Mike Matthews.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Welcome to this podcast. It's finally gotten cold in California. Wow, it's kind of been a chilly day. And I wonder how it is for where you are. Is it okay? I know we had a heat wave, some parts of the USA, but this song is over with and you might go, yay, because who sings at the beginning of their podcast? That's ridiculous. Why do they even do that?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I'm Mike Matthews, and now we jump into a show that's called
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Apothecary.
Yeah!
Mike's Daily Apothecary is the name of this show. We're at Cafe Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. And here, in this wonderful spot, no one messes with my template. No one messes with my computer. I hope not. But yes. Oh, name 3 Bryan Adams albums. Reckless, very good. Cuts Like a Knife, yes. Waking Up the Neighbors, ding, ding, ding. If you said Bryan Adams' greatest hits 3 times, you also win. I don't know why I went on a Bryan Adams tangent just then. Are you working from home? No? Yes? Maybe? Hey, we have a name for people that work at home, and that is obese. But yes, it's difficult to stay in shape and scale down and not gain weight when you are working from home. What? Yes. Well, I guess here's a good tip for anyone who is dealing with, let's say, a busy life where they can't be out exercising as much anymore. First off, there's the whole thing about a diet. Ooh.
And here's today's podcast picture.
As Garfield said, diet is die with a T. I guess you have to say it in the Garfield type voice. Which, by the way, the actor that was Garfield, was the voice of Garfield in the original cartoon, was also one of the You Can Learn a Lot from a Dummy crash test dummies in those old PSA commercials. Which eventually led to Once There Was a Boy Who... Crash Test Dummies, remember them from Canada? I like that album, but I'm weird. Hey, Basil used to listen to that album and sing along with it. And he did not like it, as you can tell. No. Thank you, Basil, for listening to me sing that song. What a great dog. The late, great Basil the Boxer. Okay. While working from home, have a set scheduled meal time just as you would at your workplace. This is a good idea for anything, any way you're trying to keep a good diet. Is you have to have a set schedule. And I've been bad with that lately. If possible, do not set up your home office near the kitchen or the refrigerator. Prepare your nutritious meals and snacks in advance. And then having them on your desk. I don't know about that. I don't know about having desk snacks available. That might be bad. But yes, it is so imperative to prepare meals ahead of time or have the ingredients ready to go, because otherwise you're just going to go and eat out. Just, it's too difficult. I'm going to eat out. I'm going to take away, as the British say. And I'm starting to watch the Royals. Finally doing that. The guy that played Ducky, was it Ducky or Duck on the Mad Men? Or was it Ducky in Pretty in Pink? I forget. Anyway, Cafe Anyway, he played King George, Elizabeth's dad, who passed away, and then she became queen and is still queen to this day. And it was interesting because John Lithgow plays Winston Churchill, and he's giving his eulogy on the radio. And he's saying, we are now entering the Elizabethan age. And we are still in the Elizabethan age. Isn't that crazy? John Lithgow as Winston Churchill. Who would have thought? And then later, X-Files Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher. Wow. And it won awards, as you probably well know. Do not fill your pantry and refrigerator with junk food. Yeah, easier said than done. Actually, it is easier said than done because it's easier, I should say, and doing it, and here's why. It's so easy when you're at the store to just go, maybe I won't buy that huge thing of cheese or that huge. Just purchasing healthier helps because then it's not around. Yes, maybe it is easier said than done. Consume nutritious protein-based meals, fresh fruits and vegetables that improve satiety. I know what word they're trying to write here, and for me to try to say it is too difficult, so I'm just going to say that make you happy. Exercise tips. Create a workout schedule. A 30-minute session 5 days a week is ideal for beginners. 30-minute sessions. 30 minutes of any kind of physical activity, I think, as long as it's not the physical activity of going over and burning down your neighbor's house. I strongly advise against that. But if you are doing some kind of physical activity for 30 minutes that helps you burn calories, it's a good start. For me, that's the only thing I do these days. But do aerobic and resistant exercise at home. In the absence of gym equipment, try brisk walking, using the stairs, jump rope, squats, and online workouts and or weight training with heavy books or a gallon of water. Lift a gallon of water? Actually, I've done that. As we go outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere on Podcast Valley. I still have this. You know how you can convert air miles to magazines so I had air miles and I was going to lose the air miles. So I thought I'll convert it to magazines. So I got like some golfing magazine that I never read, some wine appreciation magazine that I never read, a bunch of issues of Rolling Stone, which I read, but now I'm sick of it. And what was the other one? Entertainment magazine. I used to read, I kept the magazines, and then I got these big, strong bags, I think from like Kaiser or something. Somebody was giving them away. Trader Joe's has these type of bags. They're like vinyl bags. And I shoved a bunch of magazines in 2 separate bags, and I weighed them, and I saw, they're both about 20 pounds. Now you've got weights that you can lift. You grab the handles, and you can do curls. That's pretty much all you can do. Well, you can try and do the one, the reverse curl, where your fist, instead of curling it towards you, your hand is pointed down. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of like when you're when you're offering your hand to someone to kiss, because you're royal, and you'll never be royal. That's the end of this song right now. So I have this article. Oh, look who's here. Let me turn on your microphone. Lovely lady friend is here.
Hello.
Hi, lovely lady friend. Here.
Hi, Mike.
Want to put these on? They're called headphones. Want to put these on? It's called a tiara.
Like this?
Want to put these on? That's not how you put those on, my love.
That's not where they go?
No.
Okay.
But nice try. All right. So, lovely lady friend, I cut out this article in 2014, long before we met.
I was about to say, it looks...
like it's falling apart?
Well, aged.
It is aged and highly flammable. When newspaper gets this old, it's about to explode into fire in my hand.
Oh.
But it says work at home opportunities for retirees with computers, which is interesting because I was talking about working
Wait a second. Work at home options for retirees?
Now, what's funny is now everybody works but everyone works from home now anyway. So this was before people were actually working at home. They were still going to work,
I guess. But if you're retired, isn't the whole point that you're not working, whether out of the home or in the home?
Oh, I guess this is if you retired early and you didn't save enough money.
It's called Uber and Lyft and gig economy.
Oh, man. You tried that. You did that for a while, though.
I did.
That was not a good way to go.
I personally could not do it, but I met people who were working it, and for them, hey, they could do it. They were able to put in those long hours and get those incentives and make a lot of cash, but I just couldn't put in those long hours sitting and dealing with people.
And
I couldn't do it.
And, ladies and gentlemen, she rented the car.
Yes.
She rented the car and had to return it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day and pay for the rental. So, unless you covered it with your Uber earnings, which you didn't.
Nope.
Most of the time.
Most of the time I did not.
Yeah. But even if you don't rent a car and you own a car, you're putting wear and tear on that car, especially in the Bay Area where you're also paying bridge tolls and doing that whole yikes.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just zip through this real quick. This is what they say. These are work from home opportunities.
And where is this? What's this newspaper?
The Castro Valley Forum.
Oh, the Forum.
And you know what? What's funny?
Very reputable source.
I promise you, if you pick up the Castro Valley Forum, actually, it's probably out in front of the house right now.
I think it is. I saw it today.
Because it's Wednesday.
I saw it and I didn't bother to pick it up.
No, it's called a sponge.
No, actually, I noticed it was inside a plastic bag.
Oh.
So they had the foresight to...
You know, a year ago,
in the rain.
They really thought they were going to have to close down because a year ago, they're like, there's no way we're going to be able to keep getting advertisers. But one thing they do is they'll print an article, and then the next year they print the same article. It's like one of these cutouts that they use, like when they need filler space.
Really?
So this will probably get printed again and again and again. But
I just like the animals.
I will get, they have a thing where you can adopt a pet. And there's this rabbit that hasn't been adopted called like Radagascar or something.
I know, it makes you wonder, why isn't he being adopted?
Is this an evil rabbit? Oh, here's an idea. Go to YouTube right now, type in Midsummer Murders Rabbit. What was that? A rabbit show or rabbit contest they were doing?
Oh, that's right.
That was a pretty good episode.
It was like a best in show for rabbits.
And that's a great way to get introduced to the British TV show Midsummer Murders.
Yes.
Which was it wasn't BBC, it was some other network, but ITV I think made it. Anyway, Cafe Anyway. All right. Here are work at home opportunities. Ready?
Let's hear it. Drum roll.
Customer service agent. Web search evaluator. What? Most large search engines like Google and Bing, I guess Bing is still around. Actually, Bing on their homepage yesterday had a beautiful picture of the Diablo Valley.
Really?
And like Mount Diablo.
Huh.
That was pretty nice.
Cool.
They need people to test the accuracy of online search results, examining different search terms and the websites they turn up. Basic internet skills are required, and the pay ranges between $10 and $15 per hour. Okay. I wonder if they still have that. Tutor.
This was back in 2014.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think they'd have mechanized that by this point.
Yeah.
transcriptionist. If you have good typing skills, there are transcriptionist jobs that pay around $10 for typing verbatim accounts of board meetings, presentations, conference calls, etc. Translation services, the pay ranges from $15 to $40 an hour. Write or edit, if you have some writing experience, freelance writing assignments are available. Proofreading is another option, and selling online at sites like eBay. I knew someone that did that. They would go to garage sales, get a bunch of junk. They were hoarders, basically, and they would sell it on Amazon, Craigslist, eBay, Etsy.com.
Would they mark it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still happening. I've seen a couple of stories about how some people will go thrift shopping and, you know, they'll get something for like $10 and then they resell it on one of these Poshmark or whatever sites.
Poshmark. They didn't mention Poshmark in this.
I don't know if Poshmark was around in 2014, but yeah, so they go around and they sell it for like 3 times, 4 times the price.
Wow.
Because that's quote unquote the market value. It's BS. Yeah, they've come under a lot of fire for that.
What do you think about all of this? You can call us at 336MM Daily. 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily as in what this podcast has not been for like 4 days.
You've been so busy.
And like today, I don't know what, like I got this massive headache that just came over me. I think it was like a tired headache because I closed my eyes for a little bit and it went away. But I don't know. It was the temperature dip.
Yeah. Temperature dip, maybe humidity or pressure change.
The barometric pressure. Mm-hmm. I'm very sensitive to that.
You are, love. You're a sensitive instrument.
I'm like, you know what you can do with Mike Matthews is hang him on a wall. And he'll give you a reading of the barometric pressure, because I'm a barometric pressure thing that hangs on the wall. Does anybody have those? Back in the days when I first started in radio, around Christmas, all these people would call us going, "Hey, I just got a barometric pressure thing for my wall. Someone gave me because they didn't know what to give me for Christmas. Do you know what the barometric pressure is?" And
is that the Brewmaster?
No, he's not on this show. I think he's on the next show. Or was he on? It
sounded like his voice.
It did. That's my go-to goofy person voice. Oh, by the way, the podcast picture today is from, remember when we went to Dillon Beach a couple weeks ago on your birthday?
Yeah.
During your birthday trip. And there was that place we stopped at. And they had like all this cool stuff in there. I think they had booze and coffee.
Oh, and right.
I needed a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm on a trip. I got to drink some like a macchiato or some crazy thing. Well,
and we had gotten the, was it the affogato from that little place by our hotel?
It was ice cold.
It was basically like a milkshake with 1 shot of espresso, and that was an affogato to them.
I want to tell that guy, because I'm sure he listens to Mike's Daily Podcast all the time, you got to put more coffee in your affogato, more espresso, because it was just basically ice cream.
It was ice cream,
yeah.
And it was cold.
Yeah. So that was a letdown.
Yeah, it was.
In tamales.
But hey, it's ice cream and coffee, so can't really go wrong there.
But Dillon Beach, we had fun there.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And I still haven't posted pictures of those elephant rocks yet. The cool old rocks that look like Stonehenge. I'll have to do that in a future podcast picture. But see the podcast picture at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Hey, look who's outside a cafe anyway right now, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, the gift shop supervisor. Hi, lovely lady friend. How are you today?
Hey, Chely, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I can't wait to go back to movie theaters.
Oh, yeah. I think some of them are already reopening, huh?
I want to go to a movie theater and see a real stupid movie.
Wait, enjoy it.
Do you want to come with me?
No, I'm actually looking at, for one of these barometric pressure machines.
Uh-huh.
Do you sell them?
Mike Matthews is sick because the barometric pressure's off.
He is.
I do. I think I have one. I'll try and find it for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get back to you in a couple weeks.
All right, sounds good.
Bye, lovely lady friend. Bye, Mike Matthews. Bye, Chely.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart.
Look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. My apologies. Floyd always causes your microphone to explode.
Oh.
It did. It just blew up. If I remember to put the blow up sound effect right there. Oh, that was a good one, too.
You like that?
Yes. John Deere, Floyd the Floorman. I guess everybody's here and we can leave. Because that's the end of the show. What?
I was just getting comfortable.
Oh.
I mean, look, I got my cat blanket with me.
You've got your cat blanket. We've logged on to a website where we get a job proofreading other languages and search engines, and yes, we're also. But I'm hungry, lovely lady friend. That's why I'm taking this microphone and I'm going to break it and upset John Deere,
you're
the engineer.
hangry. Okay.
I'm hangry.
Look out.
Next show, it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. Thank you for listening. Tell all your friends. Oh, and, hey, if you do want to raise, what I was saying last show is you should tell your boss that you want to raise, but check your...
You're hungry.
I ran out of steam there.
Check with your boss.
That's it. Check with your boss. Check with your boss. That was excellent words of advice.
Boss, can I have a raise?
And say it like that, and I'm sure you'll get one. No, I remember I was working somewhere making like $3 an hour.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
$4 an hour. I was begging for $5 an hour.
Oh.
But I got it. I guess what I'm saying is that you should listen to the show more often. And that's the end of the show. How about there?
Sounds good.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!